Welcome back to Sawtooth Tactical. Picture this. You're a peaceful, law-abiding gun owner, and you're fast asleep at night, 4 in the morning, and all of a sudden, somebody is kicking your door in the middle of the night. Well, what do? Well, most of us have guns specifically for home defense. And so, you probably do what you think you need to do to protect your home and your family, right? And it just happens to be the ATF and law enforcement coming in to serve a no-knock warrant on a red flag law because your ex-girlfriend is pissed off at you for whatever reason and red flagged you and you had no idea. This is how red flag laws work, and we now somehow have a national red flag center that is funded by the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act. They're using your tax money to make you way more unsafe, all in the name of public safety. Let's talk about this. You might have already seen this news already this week. I've been reading about it, and it's a very scary thing. Red flag laws are a very scary thing because they completely bypass due process. Somebody knows that you own guns, somebody that may be close to you, like I said, ex-girlfriend, something, whatever it could be. Anybody really. I mean, everybody knows I own guns. I've got nothing to hide. And a lot of people are that same way, and a lot of people make sure that nobody knows they have guns. But the people that are close to you do know. And those are also the people that probably get the most pissed off at you at times. Just being honest, you never know. I mean, my life is very peaceful. It's just me and my daughter. I don't feel like I've got anything to worry about as far as that goes. But you never know. Somebody might just get it in your head that they want to do you dirty, and all they have to do is report you as somehow a danger to yourself or others, and without any due process, something goes on behind closed doors that you are not involved in. You have no way to represent yourself or to defend yourself in any kind of a hearing or anything before this takes place. And then they serve a no-knock warrant on you. And a no-knock warrant means literally they come in when you would least expect it, in the middle of the night, generally very early morning before the sun comes up, and they don't knock. And so when they're serving a red flag warrant, I don't even know if it's a warrant when it comes to red flag law, but when they're coming in for a red flag law, it's because they're coming in to take away your guns or whoever's guns. Well, people that own guns are probably the most likely people to use guns to protect their house. So that makes that whole situation very dangerous for not only the homeowner who is getting their rights infringed upon in as major a way as possible, but also for the officers that are coming in to serve that red flag warrant and take your guns away. That's a really dangerous situation. Guns coming in, guns to defend the house, and all of a sudden you find yourself, maybe you took out a couple of ATF agents, but then you yourself got shot dead because somebody said that you were a danger to yourself or others when you might not have been at all. I want to take a quick minute to talk about this video's sponsor, which is Aura. And the reason why is because it's a product that I actually do believe in. Now that I've been using it for a little while, it's actually improved my life. I get a lot less spam calls than I used to get, which is kind of huge. I use my phone for work, and so I have to answer numbers that I don't recognize, and it's nice to not be getting those spam calls all the time anymore. The other thing is I had my bank account hacked 3 times last year, and I had to get new debit cards at least twice. And then I had to, get all of my bills that were automatically paid fixed and switched over to the new cards. Huge hassle. And Aura takes care of all that stuff so that you don't end up having to deal with those kinds of problems anymore. They scour the internet and they find wherever your information is being sold to scammers and spammers and anybody else that wants to use your information to sell your information, and they submit opt-out requests on your behalf, which helps get rid of all that stuff so you don't have to deal with that anymore. And ever since I've been using it, I actually have noticed a big difference. And in fact, I get alerts from Aura when they find where my information has been leaked. And then they fix that for me. And that's been huge. And they do a lot of other things too. They have VPN, password management, parental controls, all kinds of stuff. And you get it at a very low price, a lot less than you would pay if you bought all of those things individually. And it helps the channel. With YouTube demonetizing pretty much all of my videos now, if you sign up for Aura, it helps me grow the channel, and that is greatly appreciated. So please check out Aura. Get 2 weeks for free if you use my link, aura.com/sawtooth-tactical. I'd really appreciate it. I respect my privacy, and I respect yours. When these red flags happen, they take away your guns, like I said, without any kind of due process. And then it is up to you to prove to them that you actually are not a danger and that you should get your guns back. But it's the opposite of the way that our justice system is supposed to be carried out, where in this country you're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty. When it comes to red flag laws, it is, unfortunately, as Donald Trump said, take the guns first, due process second. And that's how these red flags work. And it's highly unconstitutional. There's no way that our founding fathers ever thought that that is something that should be done in this country. But yet, Kamala Harris is heading a new national red flag center, again, through the Bipartisan Safer Communities Act, which means that your tax dollars, my tax dollars, are paying for this. And basically what it is lobbying paid for by our tax dollars in order to convince states to enact red flag laws so that those states get money if they do that, if they follow in lockstep with what the federal government wants. And if the states decide not to enact red flag laws, well, then the government takes away money from them. And so it is very, it's very convincing. If you are in charge of a state, you either get money or you get money taken away. This could be a major problem. We could see this enacted all across the country in states that you probably wouldn't even expect. And as that picture that I painted at the beginning of the video, that's a very scary thing. Red flag laws are totally not okay. And it's not even red flag laws. Of course, they want to expand universal background checks and do a assault weapons ban. Kamala Harris literally said this in her little speech about the National Red Flag Center. Whenever they talk about common sense gun laws, that's bullshit. They want to take away our guns. Red flag laws are one way to literally take away your guns. Assault weapons bans. These things that they are really, really pushing. Joe Biden keeps talking about it literally every time that he gets up in front of people. I got the assault weapons ban passed in 1994 and I'm going to do it again. And he gets cheers and clapping from all the freaking lunatic liberals in the room. Which means that a lot of people actually support this crap. Which also means all the more reason that we need to do everything we can to fight it. So call your senators, call your congresspeople, call your, governors, mayors, anybody that has any kind of power, and tell them that you will not stand for red flag laws in your state, because this is a very dangerous thing to anyone that is a gun owner, because you might do nothing wrong, but all somebody has to do is be pissed off at you and say that you're a danger, and this could happen to you. And it's totally unconstitutional. It's violating your rights. Literally come into your house without your permission. And if you somehow decide to defend your home because you don't know who the heck is coming in the middle of the night, well, then you're having a shootout with cops. And that is also really not a good thing. That's dangerous for them. That's dangerous for you. People could die over this. And it's totally unnecessary and ridiculous. Let me know what you think about red flag laws down in the comments. I know that most of you will agree with me, but I do get comments from anti-gun freaking people sometimes. It just blows my mind. It's like, did you really watch this channel? Because I'm not going to agree with you. And but I still would love to hear from you guys, whether you agree with me or not. I think that this is a really scary thing that they're trying to put into place. Not even trying to, that they are putting into place as we speak. This is not good, and it needs to be fought at every step of the way, because we know that even the politicians that have an R next to their name don't always stand up for our rights. So make sure that you do your part to fight against this, please. And even if that means sharing videos like this, liking, commenting, subscribing, all that stuff helps the algorithm, helps get stuff like this out to more people, get the word out how dangerous something like this really is. Because I don't think a lot of people really understand what red flag laws really are, how they work. You know, people that think guns are scary and bad, anything that's a gun control, they're for, whether they understand how it works or not. They probably have gun-owning members of their families that this could happen to, and it could be a total tragedy for no good reason. If somebody isn't safe enough to own a gun, well, they're probably not safe enough to not be locked up in prison or something already. If they are safe enough to be free and out, they're probably safe enough to have their guns. Now, of course, I'm sure there are exceptions, but red flag laws are not the way to take care of those exceptions. So if you agree with me, let me know. If you don't, let me know. Like, share, comment. If you want to support the channel, the best way to do it is to join Aura. They're the #1 supporter of Sawtooth Tactical. It's you get 2 weeks for free if you use my link down in the description, aura.com/sawtooth-tactical. It's only $12 a month after that. I use it. I don't get spam calls anymore. It's awesome. From Sawtooth Tactical, stay strapped or get clapped.